this is our fifth interview in the series of Music Connects People on Music Without Quarantine. And today we have two very special artists because the people participating in the project Music Without Quarantine from the very early stage.
Yes.
They are the sisters Kiveli and Danae Doerken. And first, I'd like to explain how I got to know about you, because we don't know each other personally.
That's true, yes.
But we have a friend in common, especially Kiveli, Michael Thallium, the
Yes.
violinist Thallium. I knew about you because last year, by the end of last year, we wanted to arrange to organize a chamber music festival here in Spain,
Uh-huh.
and I had to translate some text speaking
Yes.
about you. So that's why I know you. And but in the end, there's always something good coming out of something bad, because if we would have planned that chamber music festival, it would have gone completely lost because of the
Yes.
quarantine and the confinement. Anyway, things are as they are. Let's get started. One curiosity I have, since I've been watching your performances on Music Without Quarantine. How is a day in your life, both together?
Well, I think that especially now, our days are very much defined by the fact that Danae has two little kids. So most of the day definitely goes to playing with them and being with them. And I'd say that in the evenings and when they sleep during the afternoon, we have some time to organize our things and do the live streams and things like that. And of course, we practice. One practices, the other one plays with the kids, things like that. So definitely that is what is the most defining factor. But I'd say generally, Danae and I are both very active people and very energetic people. So when we're together, usually this energy, I'd say, multiplies and becomes even more pronounced. So I'd say there's never a boring moment.
For sure, I think many people right now are leading very solitary lives in self-isolation or things like that. For us, it's the complete opposite. We are in a huge household with many people now and are doing it really the Greek way. We're really living the Greek life right now.
Would you say there is competition between both of you or not?
I think, well, we grew up doing very similar things. We both play the piano, obviously, but we both studied with the same teacher. We lived in the same city, so our paths were incredibly parallel. And I think there are two ways this can go. Either huge competition, problems, jealousy, and just driving each other apart, or getting incredibly close. And for us, it was the second. We really are very, very close sisters. And not only in music, we have a strong bond, but also in life.
Yeah.
Probably I would say you're my best friend.
I think that's I think even if you take other close siblings, there is always more of an individual life going on. And the thing with us, I think, is that if you can feel close on a personal level and on a professional level, that leaves so much room, the professional level, to really not just help each other with our personal things, but sometimes, like literally 3 weeks ago, I was playing a piece that Danae just played, and I'd played that piece many times before, and there was one place that I was always messing up, and I was asking, hey, Danae, what fingering do you do? And then she gave me her fingering, and that totally solved it. And I mean, so, there's so much that can be added to a relationship just by virtue of doing the same job.
And what about your musical background? Do you come from a musical family?
Not at all.
Yeah, our parents both studied economics, so not a musical thing at all. And also our grandparents, we basically are the first generation
of
to
artists
make music or something that is not a secure job in our family.
Yeah, it's actually quite, our father's side is very much comes from a business oriented family style, and then our mother's side comes from a family of teachers, academic teachers. So it's very interesting though, because both our parents, from the first moment we started, supported it immediately.
Yeah.
So the only, I would say, criteria there was that both with Danae, who of course began this tradition because she's 4 years older than me, and with me, is that if you decide to play an instrument and we invest time and money for lessons, that you have to take it seriously.
Yeah.
That there is no scenario in which you can only practice 5 minutes a week. From the beginning,
Yeah.
I mean, when we were young, it was maybe 20 minutes or half an hour a day, and then it would obviously stack up more and more the more serious it became.
Then the first one to start learning how to play the piano was Danae.
Yes.
Yeah.
And where did it come from that you liked piano and not flute or violin?
Well, it actually was a coincidence. I used to dance the ballet since I was very young, and I was at a birthday party of one of those ballet girls, and she played the piano there, just a little piece. And I said to my mother that I really like it, and I think it's so cool, and I want to play as well. And my mother actually said, yeah, you know, piano is such a big instrument and it's expensive. You should rather try to play the recorder. So I definitely did not want to play the recorder. So I kind of insisted on the piano, and somewhere a couple of months later I started. And in the beginning it really was a complete hobby, but then very quickly it became more serious, and yeah, it somehow just naturally progressed into what it is today.
So then, Kiveli, you took after your sister.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, then I started when she was 5, so I was 1 year old. Ever since I can remember, there was this one piano room, and when Danae was practicing, you know, you couldn't disturb that room, and I was playing in the neighboring room, and I was all the time listening and curious what was happening there. So ever since I can remember, I wanted to do it as well. And my parents were very careful with that because they were aware of the fact that two sisters not only both playing music, but actually playing the same instrument, of course, has a risk of competition and negative energy there. So they were actually very adamant to at least have me try other things. I remember countless tennis hours where they were trying to make me go more the athletic route. So there were definitely tries to change it, but I had made my mind up, and I definitely wanted to play the piano as well. And for sure, a big role was because there was an aspect of idolizing my big sister and wanting to go into her footsteps. But of course, that alone wouldn't have been enough to carry me through to this day. A lot more self-motivation came. In the beginning, there was definitely a huge part of it.
Okay, Danae, what would you say about Kiveli? 3 adjectives as a person and 3 adjectives as an artist, as a musician.
As an artist, okay, I would say passionate, expressive, and intelligent.
That's an artist?
Yeah, as an artist,
okay.
like intelligent programs and stuff like that. Yeah.
As an artist, you mean?
As an artist, yeah.
And
As a person.
what about her as a person?
Her as a person, okay. Extrovert, social, and loving.
I guess you like going around and have some drinks and meeting friends and so on.
That's her.
That's right. Okay, Kiveli, now your turn. What would you say about
Okay.
3 things that are first 3 things as an artist?
Okay. As an artist, I would say elegant, perfectionist, and let me see and I would say beautiful, if I can beautiful. And as a person, I would say disciplined, loyal to her loved ones, and protective of her loved ones. See, we're very different.
Yes, you're very different. However, it's like you fit together.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think that it's not only a coincidence, like we grew up and we just happen to have characters that fit together. I think if you grow up together so closely and intensely, sort of just as like natural evolution, it happens that you sort of find your niche and grow together that way. So I don't think it's a coincidence at all that our characters match up that way.
Yeah.
Right. what would you say is important for an artist, for a musician, someone who is studying, not a professional one, those people who are studying music? What do you think is the most important thing for them to develop a career?
Okay, so from a career perspective, to develop a career.
I think that the most important thing at the core is to have this never going away passion for music, because I think this is such a difficult career to pursue, and there is no guaranteed success. And even if there is success, you need to put in so much work. I think that you have to have this driving force within you that really is there for the music. You have to really be able to live and love for the music, and this has to kind of be something that can consume you completely, just this world of music and this art that you're creating.
I think that any artistic job, whether it is musician or painter or in any way, anything that has to do with art, I think you cannot separate your job from who you are. I think your job defines who you are, and you are defined by your job. So I think it's very unrealistic, a scenario in which someone is totally broken on the inside, but can then express 100%, ecstatic happiness. I think that you have to know that those two things are always going to be intertwined. Who you are as a musician, who you are as a person, how you feel as a person, how you feel as a musician is absolutely inseparable.
Yeah.
Well, now, what would be your message for people who watch your videos or whoever goes to a concert of yours?
I would say,
what would you like them to take from you?
I would say that, I think that what I find and what I increasingly find to be so striking about music, and especially classical music in that scenario, is that there is so much philosophy and psychological truths inside the music, packed inside the music, and that we can really use it as a starting point, as a point of inspiration to go on a journey of self-exploration and really look inwards and find, if you listen to this phrase or if you listen to this piece as a whole, what life situation does it remind you of? How maybe does it change your perspective to a certain life situation? And I think that is what also all incredible philosophers and everyone attributes to the importance of culture and art within a society, because it is a starting point to think about yourself and reflect on yourself internally, which is necessary for any action that you end up taking externally.
And what I would add to that is what is important to me when people come to my concert is a feeling of unity through music. Music is a platform where so many things suddenly don't play a role anymore. Cultural background, ethnicity, religion, whether you're rich or poor, nothing plays a role anymore. In music, we're all equal and the same. And I think it is an incredible tool that people can use to remind us of the basics of us humans. So I would love it that if people go away from my concert or from our videos or whatever, that they would be reminded of that and remember to maybe not lay so much value on all those other external factors that we sometimes try to think about too much.
We are fundamentally much more similar than we are different.
Yeah.
Right. Last question. Where would you like to see yourself in 5 years' time?
Well, I think I would like to see myself just where I was before Corona, which is playing concerts for people, doing what I love, and spreading that message that we just said, the message of unity. That's what I would absolutely love to be doing in 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the same, and maybe add to it a family of my own. But that is a more personal goal than a professional one.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much, Danae, Kiveli. It's a pleasure talking to you. It's a pleasure watching you play, and it's been an honor and a privilege to have you on Music Without Quarantine. Really,
it's been.
We enjoyed all the comments.
And I have to say, for us, it's been an absolute joy to be a part of it.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.